All right, ready?
What have I done in my life?
Ready.
This is the Dana.
Sorry, you didn't say go.
This is the Dana Loesch show. We talk about stuff.
All right, Memorial Day. It was discussed, obviously, a lot yesterday, and the more that I saw people talking about it, the less that I had faith that some people understood why the day exists. Our brethren on the left side of the aisle nationwide do their best to minimize those casualties and pretend that they died in vain for like a country that is more destructive than helpful. Nobody likes war, but I tell you, you know what's even more irresponsible and more idiotic? Is when you sit here and you delay ending something so that when you finally do act, you have to expend more lives and more resources. To me, that makes you more pro-war.
Now, who would have thought that wasn't going to last?
I know, I had such high hopes.
I did.
The crime rate has skyrocketed and arrests have decreased because,
50%.
yeah, because they're, I guess, they think.
They're afraid.
Yeah, they're
I would
afraid
be
and they're
afraid.
trashed for everything that they do.
Who would want to be a cop? I mean, anywhere these days, too. I mean, with these protests that come out, I mean, we had it in St. Louis, we've had it in New York, we've had it in Baltimore now, too. I mean, this is happening anywhere.
Well, I think a little bit of it is the media as a gotcha. Some do, at least. I don't want to say universally, but I think
Most of them do. Yeah, I think you're right.
well, I mean, I'll give you an example. I'm pro-life. You know, I passed pro-life legislation. We defunded Planned Parenthood. We signed a law that requires an ultrasound, which, think about that. The media tried to make that sound like that was a crazy idea. I mean, most people I talk to, whether they're pro-life or not, I find people all the time who get out their iPhone and show me a picture of their grandkids' ultrasound and how excited they are. So that's a lovely thing. I think about my sons are 19 and 20. You know, we still have their first ultrasound picture. It's just a cool thing out there.
Don't you know, Rachel Maddow's website, a quick aside, they do two things when they get up in the morning. They take a dump and they check Daily Kos. That's what they do. And here's Jezebel, which this is a feminist website, you might as well just call it Slut, right? Slut, the feminist website. Did they ever take a break? Come on. This is why flamethrowers are needed. Executive amnesty takes a hit. The U.S. Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, they upheld this injunction against part of the executive amnesty. The White House was, of course, dumbfounded. They were blindsided at being put in their place once again. This is the second time this has happened now. They claimed that judges on the Fifth Circuit, quote, chose to misinterpret the facts. Sure they did.
We'll see what the administration does, whether they pursue this further, if they try to take it to the Supreme Court, or maybe they try to get the whole Fifth Circuit to hear it. But at this point, their whole executive action is stopped until we actually have the trial.
The Texas House passed a weakened version of campus carry this week. In fact, it was late last night. Does that make students safer, a weakened version? No, it doesn't.
The verdict is in, and it looks like some students are totally against it and some are indifferent.
I asked them if they were put in situations where the next man had a gun and they didn't, would they then support it? And they said yes. So it's almost, you know, they won't believe it until they are, God forbid, faced with a situation like that.
Do, 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 do.
In the great tradition of Dana game shows, we're going to play a fun little version of Who Said It right now. But Jeopardy style, real or fake. I know, it's crazy.
Media headline for 200.
MSNBC claims biased media behind attempt to defame lean forward motto. Lawrence.
True.
Actually, that's fake. Get people to understand where things like hands up, don't shoot, and I can see Russia from my house, where they start. It's truly a thing to behold. It's a machine, really.
Do you know how much I hurt right now from everything we've done here today? I hurt